Friday, how's your Friday morning? And Friday evening? And Friday afternoon going? I trust that you are having amazing, fantastic Friday. Okay, so Friday is Instagram Live. I do IG Live in English. So I am looking forward more people coming to my live in English. It doesn't matter you understand English or not, right? Or who always wanted to start learning English, but you don't have enough courage, right? Or you just like, I don't have enough time, whatever the excuse you make, right? You gotta come here. And then you get inspired me speaking English. English is my second language. But you know what? I used to have an excuse that English is my second language. I don't speak good English. I was so afraid of speaking English, especially in public. But a couple years ago, 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, right? I started taking action. And then here I am. So, by coming here, right? Of course, English is the first language, people. Welcome. And also English is second language, people. Welcome, right? And I want you guys to think, especially English is a second language, and you think you don't speak good enough English, right? You don't have a confidence to speak English, right? But when you come down here, you get inspired because you see me speaking English and IG Live. But sometimes, like 30 minutes or whatever, right? And then just like, if she does it, I can do it, right? So that's why every Friday, I keep showing up. And also, I really want to inspire the women 50 and older, right? To live a life as who they are. Because I should say struggle to live a life as who I am, right? My one word is be yourself. Here you are, Marina. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. How's your Friday going? Right? So, how's your Friday going? It's just I'm pretty sure you already start your Friday. Amazing, right? So, just let me know how's your Friday going. You can type in a comment. And you know what? I was just at the beginning before you show up. Happy Friday. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love it. That's how we show up, right? Happy Friday. Before you show up, I was talking about I don't use excuse anymore. I don't speak good English. So you gotta, when I'm done on the archive, you gotta watch Marina. There. Enjoying the rain. Oh, is it rain over there? Wow. Here it's not raining. Hi, Deborah. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. How's your Friday going? Let me know. You can type in a comment and I would like to hear from you. Right? So, anyway, here we are. I am going to start talking, right? Yes, good to get rid of the smoke. Yes, I totally agree, right? Yeah, it's been really hazy, smoky here, right? Because it's a wildfire too. And then I find, yes, it's like a raining helps to clear out. And I do believe nature knows how to change environment, right? They know that nature has like rain washes everything away, or when you have a lot of snow in summertime, you got really nice and green grasses, right? So I do believe, I trust in nature, and I have huge respect for nature, right? And then why we worried about what? Like nature? No, you trust the nature and respect the nature, right? And I feel so good every morning. I go to my backyard and then stand on my feet, bare feet, right? Grounding. And then when I do that, I just feel like great. I feel like just like, oh, thank you so much. Just like, oh, I feel really grateful. So nature is amazing. Yes. Yeah, very good. I am. Oh, that's good, Deborah. I'm very happy you said very good. Not just say fine, right? So Marina said, rain we also need in our spirit to wash all negative language away. I totally agree. Totally agree. And then I go grocery shopping, Costco. Sometimes during the week, sometimes Sunday. When the lineup is super long, I hear people saying negative words here and there, everywhere. You know? And then they don't even notice that they're speaking negatively, right? So really help. When it's raining coming, rain washes lots of things away. And nurture the ground too, right? It just like, it really helps. Washes away and also nurture, right? So anyway, so I will start. So I have a theme, title is 3 tips to change your life, right? And then this is 3 tips. So I find it 3 is easier to actionable, right? And then it's kind of, how do I say? I would say actionable. That's why I like to choose 3 of them. And those 3 of them, they come from my experience. So it's very actionable. It's not too hard to do it. And it makes you feel like you can do it today, right after you watch IG Live. So I'm all gonna start. Number 1, right? 3 tips to change your life. Number 1 is do something that scares you. Happy Friday, Alan. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. Right? Do something that scares you. That will change your life for sure. Thank you so much. Here you are, beautiful soul. Here you are, beautiful soul, Alan. Thank you. Thank you. Right? But I'm a 1% courage and action coach, life coach, confident coach, right? So I'm not going to telling you to jump off the plane, right? Or jump off the cliff. No, that's not what I'm trying to say that. I say something with everyday life, something makes you feel nervous, makes you feel scared, yet you're not doing, you haven't done, you always feel you're scared, but in somewhere in your heart, you knew it. You know it that when I take this action, I know my change will be better, change my life, right? That kind of things that I'm talking about. So for example, this is what I've been doing, right? So I'm gonna just say hi, right? This is like, I'll just kind of break into that something you scared you, right? So say hi to your neighbor with, not like whisper, loud voice, with action, right? I used to say my neighbor, for example, my neighbor Fred. And Fred is old man, grumpy old man, right? But I knew he has always a good heart. Here you are, Tessa. Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming, Tessa. Here you are. So I knew it. And then I kind of knew he is a good guy, but I was so afraid. He's gonna just like rejections, or he's gonna ignore me when I say hi. So I just like, I wanna change my life. What should I do? Okay, I'll take a step. And to say hi to Fred. Not the little wispy, like just like, hi Fred. Not like that. And then I've done it, it didn't work. Right? So I just like, I'll change. I am going to speak louder and with action. Out of my comfort zone, right? That scares me. So I just like, when I went out for a walk and I saw Fred doing yard work, and then I just look at him, I say loud, "Hi, Fred." And I just put my hand, "How are you?" with a smile. And then he turned around and looked at me like, "Hi, Yoko." That's it. I know he said Yoko. That made me smile. But, I was even scared to say hi with like loudly because I don't know, probably I was shy, right? So that little action helped me to change my life. And after that, every time I walk in front of his house, I just like do exactly the same things. Now me and Fred, we're good buddies. Oh, hi Emma. How are you? Happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. And he even brings just juicy, great tomatoes. He goes to Costco and he buys a bunch of tomatoes. And he only lives with his wife. It's just too much. So he always brings nice, juicy, like 6, 7 of tomatoes. And now we're buddies, right? So I just like always think the first day I had a courage. I told myself that, okay, I'm gonna say hi. I'm gonna speak loud. So he cannot ignore me. It took me a courage. It took me a courage to do that. But I am so glad I did that, right? So anyway, yeah, just a small action, but I just wanted you to change your life. I do believe micro action will change your life. Micro action will help you to take the life you always desire, right? Yes, I'm sure Fred loves your cooking too. Yes! You know it, Marina. You know it. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, Tessa said, that was so great that you took action that day. Yes, courage. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, I love you guys. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little action. Hi, it's happy Friday. Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, so, because you know what? It's like some people, they always like, I wish. And then what? Time goes by. Right? And then what? Like you just know, you realize like, oh my gosh, I keep saying I wish. And like what? You are 89, right? So you're gonna just look it back and you regret. Do you want to regret that? I wish I could say hi too loud, right? Loudly. So I could have a great communication with neighbors. Some people, they don't even take action and they are criticizing neighbors. Why you don't make an effort? Just I know it takes a courage to say hi. It takes a courage to start small conversation with your neighbor. But you know what? Just do it. It wouldn't just, even if the neighbor ignores you, maybe she or her, maybe she can't hear you. Just like Fred. He's 86. If I whisper, say hi, I'm sure he ignores. Yeah, because he can't hear me. So you just have a courage to take action. Do something scares you, but you gotta take micro action, right? If you can't take micro action, right, you cannot take big action, right? Actually, there's no such big action. Right? You guys know it. There's no such big action. It's like accumulating small, like micro action. That's we call big action, right? Thank you so much for Yuko-san. Thank you. Konbanwa. Konbanwa. Thank you so much. Yeah. And then other things. Do something that scares you, right? When you go grocery store, you smile at the people work at the grocery store. Say hi. That's all. That's all. When I go grocery store, I observe people. It's a great place to make your life better, because you can learn from people, right? if you are stuck at human relationship, right? When you go to grocery store, you observe people, right? And then some people, they're super good at communicating. And some people, they're not really good at communicating. No wonder you're having a hard time, communicate with your friends. You're not friendly enough. But that doesn't mean you have to say, hi everyone. Hi everyone. Can I just go through? Thank you so much. You're awesome. You don't need to do that. It's just overreact. It's too much, right? So, but I'm going to talk about micro action to change your life. You smile, or you just say to the people working the grocery store, say, thank you so much. Hi, how are you? Or, when you go grocery store in the busy time, the people, they're doing like just, filling potato chips on the shelves or like pushing cart, like, they're full of meat or something, right? When they come towards you and I got, like, they can say like, I have a cart. I want to go this way. When they come towards you, I always stop and smile and tell them that, go ahead. I always let them do what they're supposed to do first. Because they're working. Because I have a huge appreciation for them. Without them, no food, right? So I always stop and just like, go ahead. I don't interrupt. I don't just like make them stop rudely. That's rude, right? Now, it's like some people, they're just like, oh yeah, no, you go ahead. And I tell them, you're working. I got a lot of time. So don't worry about it. You go ahead. What? How long does it take? It's only 3 seconds. 3 seconds to let them go first. So they can feel the meat, right? So it's not too bad. So it's not too bad. You're not losing anything. So just next time, and then just take a micro action, right? Because my kids, right? They're both of them. They used to go work for a grocery store. And they come home, they say, Mom, people are so rude. I'm trying to fill that shelf. And then there's people push, people make a mess. They don't respect us. I am so tired. So when I hear that, I thought I should change my attitude, right? And then after that, I see when I go grocery store, especially young boys, I see my kids in them, right? And just like, you know what? If that person, my kids, how do I treat? So the same things. So it's when you go grocery store, take micro action to just say hi or just let them do what they're supposed to do. Don't just like grab the meat package when they're just doing this, right? Just stocking. You can just say, excuse me, right? You can just say that. That will change your life. Here you are, Cindy. Thank you so much for coming, right? Those ones are so easy, right? Very actionable. That's what I wanted to just let you guys do. That's what I wanted to not tell you, teach you. I would believe that you can change your life by taking micro actions, right? So anyway, number 2. I'm going to go number 1. That was number 1. Number 1 is do something scheduled, right? So just go grocery store, right? And then just give them a smile or like say hi. Or when they are just going, you just do it working. And then you tell them just like, instead of you just shovel the cart on their like cart, shovel the shopping cart. And then like, tell them to just like silently, rudely just move. I need to grab the chips. Just like you tell them like, go ahead, you can fill the shelf. I can do other things. It doesn't matter. It's just a small action that you can take, right? So anyway, so that's it. Number 2 is ask, don't assume, right? Just ask, don't assume. If you keep assuming, and then you're going to accumulate negative energy, right? You keep, I used to assume a lot. I thought just assuming is caring. That's what I thought, but it's not. Actually, just like, taking action, just asking right away, ask just simple question before it turns into bigger question, right? That's like more caring. For example, I was calling customer service, right? The cell phones and security and those ones. So I found out that I can get $4 every month discount. I found out. So anyway, so I call and I ask, right? And then just like, is it possible? I heard from so-and-so. Is it possible that I am entitled to get a full month, every month discount? And the lady said, yes, right? So so I got this $4 discount, $4, times 12. How much is going to be? You can do the math. I will not do the math. You guys can figure it out, right? It's like just a small action, but I used to assume. I used to guess wrong way, right? Just like, well, it's only $4. It's just like some people, they're going to criticizing me. It's like, oh my gosh, she is calling me just $4, right? And then just the bottom line is, I wanted people to think like, you guys are such a nice. She's always just, like saying great stuff. She never give us a hard time. She doesn't ask me anything. She is so nice. She's trying to take care of everything by herself. Or like quiet. It's nice, right? I just wanted to people think I'm a nice, but I changed that because being nice is not changing your life. I find that. I think, you know what? I'd rather be kind than being nice. So that's what I noticed. So I was so glad, right? I took an action. I asked right away, right? And then so I get a discount. And also, wait, there is more. She said, well, your security, we do have security, right? When at the door, like beep, 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 right? So she said, I notice you have an old system. Yes, we have button. She said, we can upgrade your system with free. We're going to change to the touch panel, the newest ones. I just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm glad I asked, right? So that will change our life. Imagine, we got like a brand new security system, right? And like brand new, like used to be like we have to press button, but now, right, we're now getting only $48 a year discount, but also we got brand new system. So just you know what? Don't assume that it's only $4. Just take an action. And then I left with, it's like more fulfilling, what is called, like just happiness. Because I was so happy. You remember, right, everyone? I used to say, I got to really get in trouble from Marina. I got the love letter from Marina last week. English is my second language. I don't speak perfect English, right? That insecurity, right? But just when we finished talking with the customer service, I left with bigger confidence. I'm just like, I did it. Yeah, my English is great, so I get the discount. I celebrate it. It's just simple things, but I told you, micro action will change your life. And Emma said, being nice is a very important virtue. Just make sure that you include yourself to the people who you are nice to. That's true, right? I totally agree with you, Emma. Like, you're nice to the people, but how about you? Like, ask yourself and just like, are you happy? And then sometimes you're not happy. You're too nice. You feel like you get squeezed out, right? You have to fulfill yourself, right? you included those nice things, right? Thank you so much, Anna. I love that. And number 3 is, right? Say no to someone or something that no longer align who you are. That's so big, right? If I say that, you just like, Yuko, I know you're talking about micro action, but that's so big. How can I say no to someone? It's too much. How can I tell my mother-in-law that I don't want to go dinner or lunch every Sunday? I got things to do. I only have weekends off. You see my bedrooms? I got so much laundry piling up. But yet, you ask me to come over every Sunday or Saturday for lunch and dinner. And then once you go there, I have to stay there for 12 hours. And then I have to bring something over there. I wish I could say no. But I can't say no. I know. That's a big thing to you, right? Yes. I always tell you guys that if you can't take micro action, you can take big action. Emma, this is a true story actually. Not me, but based on true story. I have a client that she didn't like her mother-in-law. She was complaining, her mother-in-law. Yet, she always complaining that she has to go see her. I told her that just don't go. She said, that's too much, right? I can't do that because they're going to complain about me not being there. I said, it doesn't matter. You told me your mother, saying something, it makes you feel bad when you're there. It doesn't matter. You show up or not showing up. But if you're not there, at least you don't hear, right? The mean things, negative things from her. So just don't go. And it's probably she's so happy you're not there. She wants to see her son and kids. Why don't you give what she wants, right? But she likes my cake. I just like, okay. She's really good at baking, right? So I just bake a cake, just send it with with your husband and kids. I'm sure she's gonna be so happy. It's called love. Actually, she took action, actually. So, at least she didn't feel bad. Because she told herself that, at least I'm not there, I feel bad, but at least I sent the cake. That makes her smile. That makes her smile, right? She loves her cake. So you did the really kind things to her, right? So you don't have to feel bad. Right? She said after that, 6 months later, she said, you know what? Now I have better relationship. And I found out that I don't need to be there every month or every week. And then now me and her, we got better relationship because I only see her or we only see each other once every so often. We really needed the distance. See, it works, right? So just micro action, right? Micro action is, you don't need to go there, right? But just send a cake. That's a small action. I will say, sometimes saying no is the kindest things you can do because people will feel the energy that you don't want to be around. Yeah, that's so true. It's funny, right? You can feel that. You can feel that like, she's not enjoying. Right? Maybe that's why it's just like your mother-in-law starting to say something negative things to you. Or like maybe her son. You never know. People can feel it. I use this analogy. I always make fun of, I know I shouldn't make fun of. I can feel your negative energy. It oozes out from your pore. Right? It's just look at it like negative thing. It just oozes out. I can smell it. Yeah. You can't hide it. Oh, happy Friday, Akemi-san. I missed you. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, honesty is the best policy in family dynamics. The truth will set you free. Yeah, you know what? Once you tell, once you, I really agree, Emma. It makes you feel better. At least you don't live with lie, right? At least you don't pretend somebody else, right? Are you pretending like you're like a great daughter-in-law, right? That like everybody loves, right? Are you pretending? And you feel heavy? You always feel like when you get there, you always feels like you're not self, right? It's horrible. You don't feel like it's horrible that the feeling, right? Just like this is not me. I don't act that way. And the conversation, you pretend that's funny. You're just having like you're just having a glass. Like you just like you pretend like, oh, it's so funny. But it's just in your mind, it's just like, oh, I hate to be here. Same story again. It's always turning to somebody's negative, talking about gossip, right? I put it gossip. I tried to find a word. Gossip who's not there. I don't want to hear gossip, right? It's just like I'm not here to listen to you gossip, right? The gossip. So it's better. And then you just like, you wind up and drinking more and more and more, right? You come home and then you have like 6 glasses of wine and you come home with headache with negative energy. Anyway, says honesty is good. That doesn't mean you should be rude, right? We know, we're grown up. We know how to act, right? So you just like be what is called like sensible, right? You have to be kind, right? You don't need to be super nice, but you have to be kind. Maybe just like we use Tessa's trick, right? When she just like wanted to just like, oh, I don't want to say something, maybe could be rude, just have a drink of water, have a sip. So that when you have a sip, you don't need to talk, right? That's a little technique. Or you just leave the space. You just like kind of, excuse me, and you just move. You go outside. Or like, like you go to a different space. You talk to different people. You're taking micro action to avoid the situation. You're in control. You're the one can say that, excuse me, Aunt, what is called like maybe Aunt Susie. Excuse me, Aunt Susie. I gotta get another glass of water. And I gotta go outside. Or, oh, I need to talk with. And, sorry, excuse me. Just go washroom. Just say whatever, right? Just leave the space. So, it's important. It's important to say no to you. Take a small action. If you're having a hard time to say no to like so many, like if you're the person, right? Love to please people. And you're born that way, maybe. At least you believe you're born that way. But no, you've been acting that way. You trained yourself that way so long. That's why you're used to it. So it means you can reverse it. So you can start small action, micro action. Say no to the things or person, right? That no longer aligned with you. Just you look around, you will find, and the things just no longer align you. It's when you have a moment, I would really recommend you write it down on your notebook that no longer align with me. And then just they start taking action. The smallest one that you can do today to take an action, right? To do that. And when you start doing it consistently, right? You will change your life. So anyway, I trust that you got 3 tips to change your life and great tips that very actionable, right? Tips to change your life. And then I'm trust that you will take action with those ones, right? For your life, the life you will desire. Thank you so much for staying with me. I was so happy for you guys take your time and make the comments and then be with me. Thank you, Emma. Thank you so much for your heart and butterflies, right? So that makes me feel so much better. Anyway, this do not forget to before we go, the two things I gotta let you know, right? We do tonight, ladies night, right? Ladies night. Tessa and Natty and Stacy, hopefully Christy, right? And I'm gonna be behind the stage, but you come and see ladies night and have fun. And then also Sunday self-care this Sunday, right? Tessa and I we will do Sunday self-care live, and that will change your life too. Okay, so thank you so much, and I will see you next Friday for English. All right, take care.